is the name of these four-legged animals? The name changes to pork when it is prepared for food consumption. Pork is the most commonly consumed meat worldwide. It is eaten both freshly cooked and preserved. Ham, smoked pork, gammon, bacon and sausages are examples of preserved pork. Do you ever wondered how pigs are raised for commercial purposes? No worries, here's Craig Bradfield, the Managing Director of Boroma Piggery Limited. It will take us through the process in which pigs are raised, starting at the dry cell, a place where the boars, sows and the gilts are kept.
So we're going in here now. This is what we call the dry sow shed. So we have 450 sows on the farm and then around 20 boars. So the cycle for a pig is once the sow's mated, the gestation period is 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days, and then they'll move from here into the farrowing shed where they'll give birth. And then they're with their little piglets for 4 weeks, and then they're weaned off, and then the mama pig comes back into this building, and then around 3 to 5 days, once the piglets have been weaned off, she'll come back into season and go back to the boar, and the cycle starts again. So we'll go in here now. It might get a bit noisy, but like I said, the building's as modern as you get anywhere. It's called Evaporative Cooling. So you can see on the farrowing sheds here, there's big filters, that's cardboard, and there's water trickling down the cardboard, and there's fans sucking the air through, and that cools the air temperature down by about 5 degrees. Obviously this has just been cleaned, so the pigs we've just seen will move in here tomorrow morning. Some of these big girls like this one here, they're almost 300 kilos. And now they're getting the guys are going to give them a Baycox injection. This is our feed mill, so we make all our own feed here for all our animals, and we also sell some outside feed to the local villages as well. So we import all the grain from Australia, sorghum and wheat, and then we do soya meal from Malaysia, copra meal from Madang, and then we do get some mill run from Goodman Fielder and some biscuit waste out of Paradise Biscuits. And the guys pre-mix all the micro ingredients which we buy in from Australia, and they'll pre-weigh all that per batch. So a batch we do 1.5 tonne per batch. It goes into the mixer, it mixes up for approximately, weighs and mixes takes about half an hour to do a 1 tonne batch. And then from there it's a finished feed like a mash, and we'd either send it straight out to be bagged, as the guys are bagging over here. So the pellet press is up the top here. So that works, it has a boiler, so it injects steam in, and that's what's called conditioning the grain. Then it goes through a press, which turns the mash into a pellet, and then through a cooler, and again bagged off or into our silos for our own feed.
And you have the abattoir where the slaughtering and cleaning of pigs take place.
And they come into what we call our hocking box. So the pig comes up, close it, and then we flick a lever here, it's a compressor with the air, and it will actually lock the pig into place. That holds the pig in place so we can't kick. And then we electrocute him, and there's little water trickles out, and just behind the ears you give them a zap, and that stuns them and kills them. And then you flick another switch, find it. And this is where the knife goes in and he's bled, and then he's hooked up on the hoist, and all the blood's into the tray here. There's the hoist here. So he's just automatically up and down. And then they're moved along So the pig's dropped inside here, you push auto stop, the lid closes down, and these two shafts start turning, and that's what takes all the hair off the pig. And it runs for 2 minutes. So it's taken off probably 95% of the hair. It'll come along, drop them off the hoist here, and Junior and his team will use their knives just to take the last bit of the hair off. And then there's always a little bit of hair left inside, like the ears, around the nose. So this is, we just, is the gas turned off? Oh, the gas is off. But just click, click, and then it burns with the fire. There's a little left line, it just singes the last of the hairs off. And then when he's all nice and clean and ready to be eviscerated or gutted, we then drop the rail here. And this is when we put him on what's called a hook and a skid. So the pig's lying on the table, that goes in between his back legs, hooked on there. The pig's pulled along, and this is where the pig's opened up and the stomach is removed. Out here, where it's cleaned. The meat inspector, we have an Archaea meat inspector is always present when we're killing. He stands here and he's checking the kidneys, the lungs, the heart, making sure there's no problem, and then he'll say that's fit for human consumption. It goes through the rail, the pigs will stay on the rail into the chiller. And this here is what we call an apron washer. So you just stand under your gumboots and your apron and watch the water. So you can wash yourself down. And then the same with your knife sterilizer. It's hot water, you can run your knife up and down there to keep it clean.
So now you know the pork meat in the supermarkets you buy did go through a lot of processes before it reaches your